Morning. I am Dr. R. Sudaroli, Assistant Professor, Department of History, St.Joseph College, Arts and Science, Autonomous Cuddalore. Today, my topic is the Revolt of 1857. The content: the revolt, causes of the revolt, immediate causes, superstition of the revolt, and the result of the revolt. The revolt of 1857. The revolt was the first expansion, the organized resistance against the British East India Company. It began as a revolt of the Sipai of the British East India Company, the army, but it eventually secured the participation of these masses. The several names was told about the many historians. There is a revolt by known as the Sipai Mutiny, the British historians. The Indian Mutiny, the Great Rebellion, the Indian historians. And the first independence war by the Vinayak Damodar Savakar. And the causes of the revolt is many causes. The first one is political, economic, military, social, Lord Canning, and religious causes and doctoral lapse. There is many injustice policy was implemented by the East India Company. The first one is the political causes. The annexation of Awak Lord Dalhousie and the protest of the Mall administration left thousands of the nobles and officials, retainers and soldiers and jobless. This measure, the converted of Awak, a loyal state, into the heartthrob of the discontent of the intelligence. Around Lakshmibai was adopted son was not permitted sit on the throne of the Jhansi. And social causes, the rapidly apprehending the Western civilization of India, alarming concerns all over of the country because the Christian customs was implemented and mixed in the Indian civilization, Indian society activities. The religious causes, the introducing the Western method of the education and directly challenging of the orthodox for the Hindus as well the Muslims. And economic causes, the rural areas as the peasants, the jamindars, and infronted by the heavy taxes on land and the statement of the methods of revenue collection followed by this company. After the industrialist revolution of England, there was influx of the British manufactured the goods and in goods into the India, which reigned the industries and particularly textile industries of opened by India and military causes. The Indian Sipai force formed more than 87% of troops in India, but is not considered of the inferior of the British soldier. Is not promotion, no proper given the salary, and it is not treated irritated by the Indian soldiers. An Indian Sipai was paid the less than European Sipai and is the same the rank and doctrinal labs. They involved the British prohibited the Hindus ruler without a natural heir from the adopting and a successor, and after the rule died the abdicated of annexation of this land and immediate causes. The revolt of 1857 eventually the broke out of the incident of greased cartridge. The rumor the spreaded and the cartridge of the new Enfield rifle, the greased with the fat of cow and pig. The both Hindus and Muslim Sipais refused to use them. In March 1857, in Mangalpante, a Sipai in Barkrapur had refused the cartridge and attacked the senior officer. He was hanged to death of 8th April and 9th May. The 85 soldiers as Meerut refused to use the new Enfield rifle and there were sustained the 10 years of the imprisonment. And superstition and the revolt. The revolt of 1857 lasted of the more than a year. It was suppressed by the middle class of 1858. On July 1858, the 14th month after the outbreak of the Meerut peace finally the proclaimed the Lord Cunning, and British respond to the rebellion with the military force sending the reinforcement to the Indian crush the uprising. They were able to quickly gain the control of several major cities and regions, including Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, and Jhansi, among the states of in India. The limited uprising, although the revolt of 1857 was a fairly the widespread or the large part of country that remained unaffected by it. No effective leadership, the rebels leaked an effective leader, the limited resources, the rebellions lacked the resources, and the time of the man and money did not any financial aid. And the result of 1857, the end of the company rule, the greatest uprising, the 1857 was important and landmark of history of the modern India. And direct rule of the British Crown of in India now came under the direct rule of the British Crown. The religious tolerance it was promised due to the attention to paid the customs and the traditions of in India. The administration and the exchanges of the Governor General office was the replacement by the Viceroy. The military recognition and radio the British officers to the Indian soldiers increased by but the harmonious among the remained the hands of the English it was arranged to end of the dominions of the British Bengal army. Is a finally is a conclusion. The revolt of 1857, appraisement of the event of Indian history, the British rule of in India, united through the limited way as many sections of Indian society for a common causes. Thought the revolt of failed achieve the desired goal, it showed the seeds of Indian nationalism of Indian people. The result of the 1857 revolt, the remarkable history of in Indian history, the remarkable event of Indian history, remarkable activities of Indian history. So thank you.